So I'm gonna just wind it up to 5,000 here. Hi everybody, Jim from County Corvette. I have here a 1958 Corvette. This is a base engine car, but it's in the silver blue with the blue interior, light blue interior. This is arguably the most desirable combination of the most desirable year C1. And what's great about this car is it was body on restored back in, I believe it was 2000. And it's been driven, but what's really cool about this car is it's got power steering, an electric assist unit that's actually under the dash. I've seen them before. They actually work really well. And a dual cylinder vacuum assist power brake. So this car really drives nicely. It's easy to drive, and it's really the ultimate C1 driver short of a RestoMod. Now what's nice about that is this car is priced well under $100,000. And you get into a good RestoMod, you're gonna start at $250 for a good one. So all that said, we've gone through this car. We did a little bit of brake work. It needed a couple wheel cylinders and just had sat a little while. Prior owner had it, I think about 7 or 8 years, and just really a fun driving car. It is a 4-speed. I believe it's the original engine, but it was decked, so there's no numbers on there. But that's baked into the price. Again, it's not, you see these things at auctions now. They're hitting $250, $275 for fuelies and even dual quad cars. So really a great value as it is, but it's just a great driver. I want to get this thing out and take it for a ride. I've driven it, and I really like the power steering in it, and of course the power brakes. Just completely changes the dynamic of the car, and I think the next buyer of this car will just really drive it, because it's just a lot of fun. It's not a lot of work like a typical C1, so it's a lot of bang for the buck. You're not going to find anything else out there in the marketplace that comes close to this car. So let's take this thing for a ride. I'm going to show you how good it feels. All right, so the odometer on this thing's showing 12,222 miles. I can't speak to its originality. It could have been rolled over, but it actually looks like a restored unit, and I would say those are probably miles since it's been restored. But again, I don't have any records that confirm that or deny that. So it'll have to be sold mileage exempt, because I really just don't know, and I'm not going to speculate. This power steering is just, it's very unnatural feeling in terms of a C1. It feels amazing in terms of ease of use. And I've seen these units before, and it's a well-designed system. And it doesn't compromise the integrity of the car, and can be reversed. So now again, because this thing was decked, I don't know why if somebody would want to try to bring it back to some judging standard. I think this car is best left being a driver, because it's really a real pleasure to drive. Now again, it's not a RestoMod with modern suspension. It's still a kingpin front suspension, but it's just easier to use. Okay. I thought this radio was playing rap, but it was actually the Harley in front of me, which is just kind of strange, but who am I to judge? Okay, so everything in here is beautiful. The convertible top has been restored. The interior looks, honestly, it looks fresh. The carpets, they look fresh, but there's a little bit of use on the driver's side. Obviously nothing bad, but not brand new, but damn near close. The rest of the interior looks new. So This car was driven sparingly and carefully. But yeah, you know, you're still dealing with kingpin suspension and all that, so it's still going to have the handling characteristics of a stock car, but just easier to drive and less work. But you know, you want to talk about iconic cars. The 58 Corvette with the hood and the additional spears on the deck lid, and this color combination, it's a great combination. I've done quite a few RestoMods in this color combination. You just can't go wrong with it. It's just it just really screams that era. This thing screams 50s. Boy, these brakes sure do feel good too. When I first got the car, and I did drive it before I bought it, and it was pulling pretty hard. It's, you know, we've resolved that. It's just a bad wheel cylinder, just leaking down a little bit. But yeah, the values on the 58s has really soared, and it's hard to find them out there. With this car priced where it's at, I don't expect it to be around long, because it's just hard to find a car like this. They're either concours or need a restoration, and to restore a solid axle at this, well, I'm not going to say at this level because it's been restored and it's got a little bit of wear and tear, but just to restore one, you know, the restoration costs have really gotten up there. You can spend $200,000 easily on a restoration, and a whole lot more depending on where you go with it. So I'm going to just wind it up to $5,000 here. This thing runs really nice, and yeah, power steering and power brakes in one of these cars is a game changer. It just makes it just a lot easier to drive. So all my gauges are working. My temperature gauge does not appear to be working. It was working before, so we'll take a look at that. But everything else on this car really is in really good operating condition. So if you're looking for a driver, you know, in this color combination, or just a driver in general, a C1 driver, I don't think you can do better than this car. I've you know, looked at some pricing, and it's just a really great price range. So anyway, I think this car is going to make somebody really happy. It's making me happy. So I have the air vent opened up. It's blowing nice cool air. It's not super hot here today. It's about 90, but this is comfortable. I drive this car all day long like this. It's just a glass, a cup of water, and you're good to go. Yeah, even the steering wheel's in nice shape. There's a chip here, but a little crack here. But again, these are things that you can reasonably live with on a. Hey, I got a thumbs up. All right, these are things you can live with that are reasonable on a driver. And again, to emphasize, this stuff's baked into the price. I'm not asking, you know, $150,000 for this car, because that's where they're at. You know, for ones, you know, that are in restored condition and up. They're just not out there. Yeah, you know, you can find stuff out there, but is it restored right? Is it a good car? Probably not. So I'm happy. I'm happy with this car. It was a good find on our part. It's a car we'd worked on. It's where we get most of our cars. and I'm glad to have it, glad to represent it. So take a good look at it. I don't think it's going to be around too long, and thanks for watching my video, and let us know if you have an interest in it.